Are you truly in control of your life? Or are unseen forces quietly steering you down a path you never chose? Many people believe they're guiding lights for others, radiating wisdom and strength. Yet behind that glow lies a hidden truth. A truth that their lives, thoughts, and actions might actually be influenced by forces they barely understand. Today, let's dive into the surprising ways we lose control and how we can take back the reins. Today, we'll peel back these layers to explore the patterns shaping our actions and uncover how self-love and spiritual awareness can lead to genuine freedom from these cycles. As we journey together through an intense period of transformation, we're asked to let go of old patterns and embrace a more profound level of awareness. This shift isn't simply a mystical idea, it's a concrete, lived experience that touches every thought, every choice, and every feeling. While the world may seem as if it's in upheaval, it's this very turbulence that's guiding us towards deeper wisdom. In this process, you're not just witnessing the change, you embody it, moving through a narrow path into a broader perspective and a renewed understanding of life. As you navigate this transformative phase, you might find that old memories, fears, and uncertainties arise unexpectedly, demanding your attention. These aren't mere coincidences, but reminders of unresolved aspects within, resurfacing to be understood and released. The mind tends to latch onto familiar ideas, and these outdated patterns reflect one final effort by your inner resistance to keep you grounded in the past. This is why feelings of sadness or confusion may seem particularly strong at this moment. Rather than defeating you, these moments are catalysts urging you towards greater self-awareness and inner clarity. For what shall it profit a man if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Mark 8:36. In our lives, we often set out like ships, sails full and directed by winds we believe we control. But if we're not careful, we're drawn by tides and currents that promise safety and success, yet gradually steer us off course. These unseen forces may look like security, influence, or the admiration of others, but they can also mask a loss of our true compass, a connection with the self that's anchored in something greater, something unshakable and lasting. True self-love, my friends, isn't about shielding yourself from the storms or the challenges of life. It's about the unbreakable strength that grounds you right through them. It's easy to feel confident when the seas are calm, when everything is smooth sailing. But real strength shows itself when the waves rise, when the winds howl, and when the course is uncertain. That's when many of us look outside ourselves, hoping that achievements, acceptance, or even temporary comforts can fill that void. But these are like sandcastles at high tide, briefly satisfying, but unable to offer the solid ground that comes from a deep, genuine sense of self-worth. Stay until the end of the video to get the full energy. The journey we're each on, as individuals, is woven into a much larger design. Your experiences, those emotions you struggle with, the pains you work to heal, are not just yours alone. They're part of the shared path we all walk as human beings. When we confront our inner struggles, we aren't just healing ourselves, we're adding our strength to the collective spirit that binds us all. Every time you take a step toward real healing, you're helping to move that collective consciousness just a little closer to wholeness. Your growth doesn't just stay with you, it ripples outward, touching every soul that's part of this interconnected world. This turbulence we feel around us, the challenges we see on the news, in our communities, even in our homes, is no coincidence. These are not random trials, but are the very reflection of our shared inner battles. Humanity, as a whole, is being pushed to step out of what's comfortable, out of our well-worn ways of seeing and doing, to embrace a new kind of self-acceptance, one that is without pretense, without facades, that invites each of us to acknowledge who we truly are beyond what the world says we should be. This journey isn't about aiming for surface success, friends. It's about digging deep and uncovering what truly matters. It's an invitation to step off the path of mere acquisition of things, of titles, of approval, and step into the path of genuine discovery. Real self-love leads us to honor both our personal growth and the growth of others around us. And in doing so, we tap into something much deeper, something that fuels us, not for a day or a season, but for a lifetime of transformation, of resilience, and of joy. So let us hold tight to that anchor, friends, that spiritual anchor within us that refuses to drift, no matter how the tides may turn. In doing so, we don't just find our way, we light the way for others, becoming a beacon, not because we have no struggles, but because we've learned to stand firm through them. In a world shaped by expectations, embracing self-love is a radical stance against a culture that often measures worth by achievement, appearance, or societal approval. This act of self-acceptance challenges the old narratives that have long defined value through external metrics. As you move through this transformative space, you leave behind these limiting beliefs, creating space for a truer, more grounded version of yourself to emerge. This evolution isn't about constructing a new identity, but rather revealing the essence of who you've always been, hidden beneath layers of imposed ideals and expectations. Please subscribe to confirm this message. Embarking on the path of self-discovery can sometimes bring a sense of solitude. Yet remember that you are woven into a vast, interconnected tapestry. Every individual on this journey contributes to a shared awakening, linked by an unseen bond. Through moments of introspection and bravery, you come to recognize the strength of unity, the resonance of your inner light, and the ripple effect your growth has on the lives around you. This journey is a testament to both personal transformation and the profound influence each of us holds within the greater whole. Amid your daily encounters, an unspoken truth often lingers. Others are drawn to the quiet power within you, sensing something inspiring yet unsettling. Their admiration rarely emerges as open acknowledgement. Instead, it might appear through silence, distance, or even subtle critiques. This is because what they perceive in you stirs a deeper reflection within themselves, forcing them to confront areas where they lack confidence or inner tranquility. This dynamic embodies the paradox of attraction. Your inner strength captivates, yet it also casts a light on others' hidden doubts. When you enter a space, your presence tells a silent tale of resilience and self-discovery. People around you can feel the weight of this journey, even if they can't quite articulate it. Your very existence becomes a quiet reminder of growth and self-love, a reflection of achievements they may still be striving to attain. The quiet admiration directed toward you often mingles with envy, revealing the internal conflicts others are grappling with. Your journey towards self-acceptance serves as a reflective surface, exposing their own insecurities, unhealed wounds, and the compromises they've made. It isn't you that stirs discomfort. It's the realization of their own untapped potential and unresolved fears. This is why your presence can feel unsettling to those who haven't yet ventured into self-awareness. People are drawn to your strength because you embody qualities they have yet to face in themselves. They long for the courage you display, the willingness to confront personal truths and embrace imperfections. Instead of acknowledging this yearning, they often project their insecurities outward, masking admiration behind dismissive behavior or even criticism. Yet these reactions are simply protective barriers, concealing a deep, unspoken respect for your resilience and authenticity. Your presence doesn't merely draw people in, it challenges them, stirring their inner landscape and urging them to face what they've long kept hidden. In doing so, you serve as a catalyst, igniting their own path to self-awareness, even if they aren't ready to embrace it. Your journey of self-acceptance radiates outward, subtly impacting everyone who crosses your path. This energy isn't something they can overlook. It holds a power that pulls them in, almost like a natural force they cannot evade. They may never openly acknowledge it, but there's an unspoken desire to possess what you have, a love so steadfast and genuine that it remains undisturbed by life's trials. Your growth stands as a quiet but potent reminder of what becomes possible when one bravely turns inward, embracing their truest self without reservation. Understand this: their quietness, their detachment, or even their disapproval aren't dismissals. They signal that you've reached a deep place within them, a place they might not be ready to explore. Your presence goes beyond self-love. It serves as a subtle invitation, nudging them towards self-awareness, inspiring them to confront their own depths and to embark on a path of inner growth. Joining the inner order isn't for those seeking shortcuts. It's a commitment for those ready to channel their presence into a powerful, undeniable force. With modern manifestation mechanics, you'll find practical techniques to elevate your influence, teaching you how to master the art of charisma to attract authentic opportunities, connections, and success. For those no longer willing to play small, there's an invitation waiting to access potent insights and content beyond the reach of mainstream channels. Join a thriving community of over 200 dedicated individuals who are actively transforming their lives, sharing their successes, and exploring new paths. But don't delay. Limited places remain for those prepared to claim their power. Click the link provided and step into a space where true magnetic potential finds its fullest expression. The notion of twin flames often carries an idealized allure, leading many to believe these connections exist to fill a missing part within themselves. Yet, the truth reaches far beyond this romanticized view. Twin flames and karmic relationships are not fairy tale unions. They are potent spiritual catalysts, pushing you to face your deepest wounds and expand beyond your perceived limits. These connections act as mirrors, illuminating unresolved insecurities, old pain, and the areas where your self-love journey still has room to grow. In this dance of spiritual energies, it's easy to fall into the illusion that another person's presence defines your worth. However, these connections exist not to validate you externally, but to ignite an internal awakening. Their purpose is to help you recognize that the love you've been seeking is rooted within, waiting to be uncovered. The energy exchanged with another is not a testament to your value, but rather a reflection of where self-compassion and inner love are still needed. Engaging with these relationships without understanding their deeper purpose can lead to a web of reliance and unmet expectations. This journey isn't about winning someone's approval. It's an inner challenge to break free from self-doubt, rise above the need for validation, and reclaim the strength that lies within you. This is a personal evolution, a battle within the soul to unlock the love and worth you've always held but may not have yet fully realized. This journey of inner struggle compels you to dismantle the illusions that have held you captive, illusions surrounding love, self-worth, and what you truly deserve. Karmic connections push you to your limits, urging you to question your deepest beliefs. Yet, within this intense process of self-examination lies the path to true liberation. Gradually, you begin to understand that the most profound relationship you'll ever nurture is the one with yourself. Recognizing these energetic patterns shifts the focus from seeking validation in others to realizing that your growth depends solely on your self-respect and inner acceptance. As you release the need for external affirmation, you access a more authentic power. You cease to view others as sources of fulfillment, instead seeing them as reflections of your own internal state. This is where the struggle of self-doubt transforms into genuine empowerment. Be still and know that I am God. Psalm 46:10. Think of a lighthouse standing tall on a cliff, unwavering as the waves crash against it. It doesn't tremble, doesn't seek approval from the storm. It stands firm, casting light in all directions, guiding ships safely through the darkest nights. This is what happens when you commit to standing firmly for yourself. Your energy becomes like that lighthouse, a protective force that shields you from negativity and influences rooted in fear. When you anchor yourself in a clear sense of who you are, you're no longer swayed by the currents of others' opinions or the winds of doubt. Instead, you become solid, grounded in a deep understanding of your true self, connected to something higher and unshakable. This shift isn't just a quiet victory, it's a bold statement to the universe. It says, I am ready to step into my highest potential, to live out my God-given purpose without fear. Please subscribe to realize your potential and write 77 in the comments to fully embrace it. Standing firm like this doesn't just change your journey, it lights the way for others, inspiring them to find that strength within. This is your calling, to be that steady, unwavering light. True spiritual growth doesn't come from finding someone else to guide your path. It comes from igniting the light within to guide yourself. It's the realization that your greatest battles are not with the external world, but with the parts of yourself that need healing. With each step inward, your inner light grows stronger, reshaping not only your own journey, but also the lives of all who cross your path. Genuine self-love goes far beyond affirming phrases or embracing comforting rituals. It's a profound journey that requires facing the hidden aspects of yourself, those vulnerable parts that rarely see the light. You must be willing to go beyond the surface, seeing past the mask presented to the world and into the raw, unfiltered truth within. This is where the transformation begins, peeling away layers of old beliefs, societal expectations, and personal fears that have defined you over time. As you journey deeper, there will be moments of questioning, times when it feels like each new layer reveals another. These periods of uncertainty are essential, marking the healing of core wounds that need acknowledgement. You may encounter memories long buried, unresolved emotions bubbling up, or deeply ingrained fears resurfacing. These aren't setbacks, but profound turning points disguised as challenges, leading you closer to your true self. This path challenges your long-held ideas of value and self-worth. You come to realize that the benchmarks you once used, external success, appearance, or social validation, are illusions, products of a world that capitalizes on insecurity. True self-love lies in honoring your essence, not for what you accomplish or how you appear, but for the inherent worth that resides within. It's about standing in the truth of who you are, flaws and scars included, embracing them as essential parts of your journey. In peeling back these layers, you begin to resonate at a higher level of awareness. This shift isn't just a change of mindset, it's an elevation in your energetic state, aligning you with a deeper connection to the flow of life. You release the need to micromanage each part of your existence, trusting instead in a greater force guiding your path. This trust is not surrender in the sense of giving up. Rather, it's a profound belief that life holds possibilities for you beyond your imagination, waiting to unfold in perfect timing. Understanding fulfillment through a lens of higher awareness shows that true contentment arises from within. The more you align with your core essence, the less you feel the need for external validation. You gradually stop seeking approval from others, no longer relying on applause to affirm your worth. Your self-esteem finds its roots in a deep, steady assurance that you are enough as you are. This is the power of self-acceptance, finding calm within yourself, untouched by the chaos that may swirl around you. In this elevated state, you become conscious of the illusions created by fear that once kept you in place. These fears lose their hold as you recognize they stem from outdated beliefs. The idea of inadequacy, fear of falling short, fear of judgment. When you stand in the truth of who you are, these worries dissolve. You see that the only barriers are those that you've unconsciously constructed. This is the transformative beauty of looking inward. It's not a process of becoming something new, but of shedding everything that doesn't truly define you. It's a peeling away of doubt, anxiety, and limitation, revealing the most genuine version of yourself. As you uncover each layer, you come face to face with a love and strength that have always been there, waiting for acknowledgement. This profound unveiling becomes the bedrock of your spiritual evolution, supporting growth that is as lasting as it is powerful. As you step further into your authentic self, a natural transformation unfolds. You begin to release the unseen attachments that once tethered you to people, situations, and cycles that no longer resonate with your elevated state. These connections were shaped by past fears and doubts, and now, as you rise in awareness, they start to dissolve. This isn't a loss, but a profound liberation, unburdening your spirit from the weight of outdated ties. In detaching from these energies, you may initially feel unsteady, as though familiar ground has shifted. Those who once felt close may now seem distant, and once important relationships may no longer feel aligned. This shift occurs because your energy has changed. You're now attuned to a different frequency, no longer anchored to the vibrations that once fueled your doubts and insecurities. Releasing these draining forces is one of the most empowering aspects of this journey. These forces often disguise themselves as relationships or situations that feed on your energy, locking you into cycles of dependence and self-doubt. When you step away from them, you begin to see their true nature, mere diversions from your inner strength. You realize their hold over you was only as real as the limits you believed in. This inner shift also brings newfound clarity to your ability to create and attract. What once seemed difficult or distant now flows to you with ease, without the chase or desperation. Rather than seeking external sources to feel whole, you embody a natural magnetism that draws abundance to you. Your energy, now focused and intentional, becomes a powerful force, aligned with your true self and purpose. Creating from a place of inner completeness shifts the entire process, transforming it from a quest for approval to an expression of joy and curiosity. There's no longer a need to prove yourself or seek validation. Instead, you're simply allowing life to expand through you, rooted in self-assurance and love. This is where genuine magic unfolds as the universe aligns seamlessly with your intentions, turning dreams into reality without resistance. With this embrace of authenticity, your world begins to reshape in remarkable ways. You draw in connections that reflect your inner strength, people who uplift rather than drain you. Situations align with your higher self, and life itself becomes a vivid reflection of your evolving inner world. The confines of past limitations and others' expectations fall away, replaced by a reality that supports your growth. Separating from energies that kept you small isn't just a personal milestone. It's a realignment with something far greater. By reclaiming your inner power, you're attuning to the truth of who you are, casting off unseen restrictions that once bound you. This is the essence of spiritual evolution, finding clarity within and tuning into the deeper wisdom of your own being. Picture this transformation as an emergence from darkness into light. What once felt like a safe place now reveals itself as a space that constrained your growth, and leaving it behind is an invitation to embrace your full potential. As you step fully into your authentic self, you unveil an energy that has always resided within, an expression of the divine feminine. This is not bound by gender, but represents a universal essence of creativity, insight, and nurturing strength. It's the life force guiding you toward a richer understanding of love, one that encompasses not just those around you, but extends deeply inward. This profound energy brings an inner resilience, enabling you to face life's challenges while staying true to yourself. You find strength in grounding into your essence, becoming unaffected by others' judgments or attempts to draw you back into outdated patterns. This transformation is what fortifies you against negativity and manipulation, anchoring you firmly in a place where only authenticity thrives, free from past limitations. In this newfound energy, you understand that there's no need to pursue or chase. You are the origin of your own strength, shaping the course of your life with clarity and intent. Your journey was never about finding something external to make you whole or attaining achievements to validate your worth. It was a path to uncover the boundless potential within, the power to create and direct your reality from a place of inner certainty. This transformation marks not an end, but the beginning of a fresh chapter. You now embody the power to manifest effortlessly, not through strain, but through alignment with your true self. Real growth, you realize, stems not from external accomplishments, but from shifts in your perception of who you are and your connection to the world. This evolution awakens a deeper awareness within you, one that discards the shadows of doubt and fear. You become a beacon of light, not out of a desire to be seen, but as a natural expression of your being. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. Jeremiah 29:11. Imagine a tree shedding its old, dry leaves, letting go of what no longer serves it, so it can grow stronger and reach for the sky. This is you now, moving forward unburdened, filled with freedom and a sense of boundless potential. Your journey of self-acceptance has brought you to a place where you no longer question your worth or path. This isn't just personal growth. It's a declaration to the world and the heavens that you are stepping fully into your God-given purpose. You're now a living example of what happens when you choose to honor yourself and release everything misaligned with your true nature. This newfound clarity and confidence are the ultimate testament to your growth, a light that inspires others to find their own path forward. Remember, the challenges you face are not obstacles, they are stepping stones in your transformation. They serve as powerful forces, pushing you to release resistance and confront the truths that lead to profound change. Let these experiences cleanse and soften you, opening your heart to the light within. This journey may be challenging, but every moment of vulnerability and courage brings you closer to the person you are destined to be, a person whose self-worth is unshakably anchored within. Now I invite you to share your reflections, your experiences, and your insights. Let this be a space where we inspire each other, uplift one another, and continue to evolve.